So here we are in Clovis, California, getting ready to set this tub. We'd pulled this tub out a while back while the homeowners remodeled their bathroom. Now it's time for the tub to go back in. Existing concrete is low enough, deck is a little higher, they tiled it in. Went over this with the homeowner, that the tub, and actually a picture or a video is worth 1,000 words, but so this tub manufacturer, if you look at it, you can see, it's touching on one end, it's touching on the other end, and in the middle, you can see there's a nice big gap. And so that's the blue background over there. As you go underneath the level, you can see right here in the middle where the bubble's at, dead center. It's a huge gap. So that means that this tub does a swooping motion up and down like that. And additionally, which is even more fun, this is kind of built that way as well. Unfortunately, this end is high. You can see the level right there. It's going uphill. Not too bad. I mean, honestly, an 1/8 of an inch, but you can see there's an air gap right through there as well. So one of the problems with tile is just really hard to get it level. And so like four corners, not close to being level as a platform, so kind of the tub teeters back and forth. Anyways, we had it dry fitted and had the homeowner come in and take a look at it, and we're going to shim it on both ends. Some of the tub touches deck at different points. Some of the tub is up off it substantially, so we're going to put some shims in. Of course, the concrete will be solid, so we're going to mix some new mortar, about 1 inch or 2, and mortar the base back in, so that'll hold it secure for the bottom. And then around the perimeter, put some shims in, and then just glob a lot of caulking like underneath, and then wipe it clean with a little tool that we've got. What we're doing right now is we've got the hot and the cold water cut back and tied in to the tub while it's out of the hole. The reason being is we've got all this plumbing in here that we need to test. It's a new valve that we just installed, and all that is from Price Pfister, and we don't know if it is going to leak or hold, and we don't want to wait until it's in the hole and cement it in to find out. So what we've done is just temporarily run the water out of the compartment over here. We're going to put a bucket in there. Don't really need a bucket, but we'd like to see the transfer to the valve. Fill 5 gallons up and dump it, and then go ahead and fill another 5 gallons up, dump it, just to make sure all these connections are good. So we're going to get that test started here pretty quick, and then we'll take another video after the tub is installed. So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing this tub. It's existing by the homeowner. We'd been out a while back and had removed the tub, and they got their new tile in. We also roughed in a valve over there, but anyways, staying on point. Tub we took and we had it sitting out here, and the first portion of this video shows the water hooked up, and we ran about 10 gallons out of both sides, make sure the hoses were connected right and no dripping before we installed it. So it turned, the water was on and off, on and off, on and off. The reason why is, let me see if I can get you a good picture, is that right up there. Where is it? There is the valve. Okay, so a lot going on there. You can see far side is the hot valve way down there, and then center is the spout, and then there's the cold. That tubing kit came straight from Price Pfister. It's made for that valve, so that's installed. Everything's tightened up. Wasn't real thrilled with the rough-in valve kit, but as you can tell, to work on this, well, you can't work on it. It's back in there. Would have rather seen an access panel over there so you could get the valve back out, but oh well. Anyways, we tested it out, 10 gallons of water through each side, no dripping, so that is in good shape. We did go ahead and build upon the existing mortar. Down below, we left the mortar in place. This is a Bonadelli home, so they stack these things up so high. This platform should be substantially lower, at least 4 inches lower. You can see how much mortar is down there on the bottom, about 6 inches. So anyways, we added some fresh mortar, big bucket full right here on the outside, and we did go ahead and put a blue tarp down on the concrete. You can see in here, maybe not, yeah, so it's on the concrete, and we put a big bucket on there, and then we rolled it out, and then we trimmed this back. And the reason why is we want to keep it off that water piping. So it is off the water piping all the way through. Anyways, you can see how much mud we added all the way back here to the back of the tub. You can see it's squished out the back, and it is completely encased. This tub will not come out ever again. Anyways, it's in there. Unfortunately, like we showed the homeowner before, you know, the perimeter of the tub, you've got some gaps. The tub is manufactured like a big banana. It kind of swoops up and back down, and then the tile is not level. I mean, the four corners are completely different. Not one, you could put a level any way you want, and then nothing is level back here. And it doesn't help that the tub is manufactured, you know, it's kind of, I would say defective. It's just kind of sweeps in and out of there. So anyways, faucet is in. We did go ahead and we filled it all the way to the overflow. And the reason being is we want to keep weight on this tub and keep it down to try and maybe help, hopefully that weight will help settle this tub. We're not going to caulk it in right now because we want to let it sit. And then when we come back to do shower trim, we'll go ahead and drain the tub and caulk that in. We'll get some shims on the back side. As you can see, it gets pretty substantial toward the back, not so bad here. And then around this side, as you can see, you know, toward the back, it just sits up. So, but here's where we're at. You can see right there, it's touching. Nothing you can do. And then it's also touching right here. So when you have, and it's that one tile. So this piece of tile that goes from here around to here, that piece, it's high. And so that's where the tub sits. And because it sits there, and because it is angled up on both ends, it leaves this big reveal over here. And the homeowner was aware of that. You know, when we pulled it out, they just had gobbed a bunch of DAP back here. But what we'll do is come back in, get some shims all the way around it. We'll take a nice big bead of caulking, first of all, and shoot some underneath just to kind of fill it up a little bit. And then, I'm sorry, not even taking a picture of it. Shoot some underneath, and then we'll also go ahead and seal it shut. We have a nice little caulking tool that we run through there, and it makes a nice clean bead all the way around. And we'll try and keep the shims to a minimum in the front. We'll try and keep them on the far end and on this far end where you can't really see them. And then the back side you can't see, so that'll be fine. But we'll get it shimmed up real good, get it caulked in real good, and we'll do that, like I say, when we come back to do this this trim right here. So outside of that, this installation is done.